Tyreek Hill have you watched?
I mean, anytime I get a chance to watch football, if they're on, I'm gonna watch it. But not not really somebody I watch a lot, cause I mean, two different play styles.
Nothing you can take from his game. I mean, one of the best in the business.
Playing fast.
Last 2 weeks, ball hasn't found you that much. Do you get frustrated? Is it just all that they work? Do you think anything needs to change for you to perform more?
Nah, just make the most of my opportunities. I mean, as an offense, we gotta execute better. So that's just the main thing, us executing better, not putting ourselves in bad situations. If we do that, then the ball is gonna find who it's supposed to find.
I don't mean to rehash the game from the other night, but it's our first time speaking with you since then. The interception on that play, did you lose your footing coming out of the break? Is that what happened? Or?
Yeah, I just lost my foot, and I gotta do a better job of just running my routes, just staying up.
I know how diligent you are in your route running. When you make a mistake or have a mishap like that, how much does that kind of eat at you? Or how much do you focus on that the next time you get on the practice?
I mean, right when it happened, I just like when I stood up, I was like, yeah, that's my fault. I gotta stay up. But I mean, me and Amo, we was just working on that, just working on me running the top of my out routes and things like that. Just trying to find the little small details, just fix that up.
What do you do to decompress after a loss? Is it any different than after work?
I mean, it's 24 hours. I mean, you sit up there, you watch the film, see what you got to correct, and then when the next day comes, you just move on from it.
What's going to be the key for you in terms of deep balls, in terms of getting that going?
I mean, just our timing, just the timing with me and Jalen. Just that, and just overall, just still executing as an offense. Just every little detail, every little thing that matters. So if one thing is wrong, then that's gonna stop anything from happening.
Is this a little bit difficult for you? I mean, in Alabama, you guys pretty much won all the time. You have a lot of important games. In the NFL, you know, 2 losses in 3 games. Is that kind of an adjustment?
I mean, I've been playing sports all my life. I mean, I ain't been winning all my life. So, I mean, probably wasn't football, but in the other sports, I done had it where I done lost a couple games in a row. So, I mean, it is what it is.
But is it unusual after last year catching as many passes as you did that you're kind of sometimes you're eating the offense towards the other side of the field? I know you had to play with other great wide receivers, but you're not as involved, I guess.
Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to do your job. I mean, the opportunities that you get, you got to make the most of it. So, nah, just when the ball comes to me, I just got to make the most of those opportunities.
In these past few weeks, you've seen big physical corners. What is I guess the learning experience going up against the bigger corners?
It really has nothing to do with him. It's just with me, really.
Okay.
Just knowing that I got to be better at the top of my routes and things like that. It really has nothing to do with them. It's just all down to me and my route running.
Is that the biggest thing you've learned maybe over these first 3 weeks of your career? Just consistency.
Yeah, I mean, I always talk about it all the time, just straight to the finish. I mean, just every play, just straight to the finish, even though I'm tired, just finishing.
So obviously the run defense hasn't been kind of up to the standard you guys probably set internally. What do you think's gone wrong?
I think it's just little things, tackling and getting to the point of attack earlier and things like that. All things that we can control. We're not freaking out by any means. We know we can stop the run and just got to keep stressing it each week and make sure that we're stout in everything we do.
I know you're used to rotating out of the lineup for nickel guy package at the time. How is the rotation where it kind of seems like it's mixed into some guys have nickel snaps,
Yeah.
they have dime snaps, and they also kind of around. What's the whole process like? How are you guys kind of
Yeah, I think for one, it keeps everyone in the game plan in terms of everyone's locked in each week to know what's going on in the scheme. And, I kind of like how we've been doing it, just making sure that everyone's fresh at all times and getting the groups that are hot to stay on the field. And we just kind of been keep on rolling. So we kind of just been plugging and everyone's been staying ready and ready to go.
And what's it based off of?
Yeah, just football things and things like that, things that we keep in house. But at the end of the day, coach wants everyone to be ready to play, and I think that's one of the main points of the rotating and things like that.
But is it fair to say that? I'm sorry. Is it fair to say that unlike the past few years you've been here, there's not kind of like that clear top 2 linebackers that you are mixing and matching?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely different. But I think it's different is good, and we come in at the start of the week and install our first and second down, and everyone's got to be ready to go in, and everyone's got to be ready to play in each package. So I think that's something that's pretty unique here.
Do you feel like teams are going to be like attacking on the ground until you guys show you can stop consistently?
I'm sure, and I think that's something we're expecting too. And knowing we got a high-powered offense coming in, you really have to be just about ready for anything. So.
Probably be a which man, I guess, if you could answer this, but is there one thing you look at when you watch the teams on tape and say, we can maybe stop these instead of there? Like, it's not easy.
Yeah, no, I think you try to take certain things away, and like you guys see, they do a lot of things well on offense, and a lot of speed, a lot of high-powered, skill receivers who can do a lot, and then you got, Mahomes. But so just trying to take certain things away, and it's gonna have to be a really disciplined game from us, and we're really excited for it.
The flip side to kind of stopping the run is like you watch the Chargers. They
Yeah.
play the past two teams you play, and it's almost like they're inviting you to run so you don't get beat deep. Is that a philosophy you've seen elsewhere?
Yeah, I mean it's one of those. It's again kind of pick your poison, especially with a team like this coming in. But we want to be sound in just about everything we're doing. So disguising and things like that. But it's such a good team where they they'll have a good idea after a few drives, but just playing our rules and playing our techniques and playing our man rules and just doing things that you have to do each day to be a good defense. And we're just going to keep on striving to do that.
From the press box and the film, it seems like you've been the most consistent linebacker on the team, at least, playing time wise. Why do you think that is, and what's your confidence level after kind of taking a back seat in training camp working with the team?
Yeah, me, I come in each week and I just want to be ready to go at any position that I need to be. Like I said, I think Coach does a good job of keeping everyone fresh and letting people know what their role is going to be and things like that. So I just try to come in and make sure I know just about everything I need to about the scheme and go from there.
And dating back to your time in college, you're known as someone who can force turnovers. What's it going to take for this defense to start doing that more?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I think we're doing a good job of that right now. I think we have a really good formula of forcing those turnovers in practice and doing those things. So it's just really kind of what we've been saying is doubling down on it, pressing even harder for it and making sure that we're using those techniques that we did in camp and still applying them to these practices and making sure things like that don't get lost, for sure.
Is it frustrating, though, they put such an emphasis on it and it hasn't come?
It's like anything in life. You're working so hard for one thing, but that it's not all of the game, but it's a big part of what we want to do, and so we've definitely been stressing it and making sure that everyone's got the ball in their mind, for sure.
You've been part of a lot of turnover droughts, though, since you've been here. What's the key to stopping it?
What's the team to getting the turnovers?
Or I guess getting the turnovers and kind of, snowballing from there.
Yeah. Like we said, I think there's no secret to it. There's no it's just being in the right spot and making those plays when it happens. We've had opportunities and we've had fumbles on the ground that we didn't get and picks in the air. So those things will keep coming. It's just making those plays when they come to us.